What is going on, my people? We are back with the Collegiate Sim Football Alliance. Happy to have you back into the fold. We are 2 weeks down within the Collegiate League, and we got ourselves a new set of digs here. Shout out to First Spray for the amazing thumbnail here that you see. You see who's going to be playing up first. Is going to be the Lake Geneva University Owls, playing in their third game in their career against the Mile High University Football Giants. Looking to get the victory here on both sides. I cannot wait to see all of these players do what they do on the football field. That's how you prove who is the best of the best in the collegiate set. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe. Like I always say, do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our homies. You'll see the description down below to have all the links available for you, and you'll see in the ticker when we get to game time where you'll see all the different affiliates we have. But make sure you show some love to us, man. We keeping it moving. We're almost at 6,000 views. It took a little bit to get to 5K, but it's moving real smooth now. We're getting around 50 or so views within a set of games in each league, so I'm happy to see that go through, and I'm look forward to get even more views, show some more players up on this league and in this game. I can't wait to see what else we could do as everyone keeps on updating. We got some new players joining the fold on both sides, so make sure you show some love to them. But let's go ahead and talk about these two teams real quick. Lake Geneva, like I said before, they're playing in their third game in their history. They've been playing some solid defense, but the offense needs to get a tune-up. They did add a wide receiver to the fold not too long ago, actually, from when I started this recording, so we're going to be seeing him join the fold. We'll talk about the roster in a little bit. And on the other side, Mile High, they're looking to get back into their winning ways as well, currently sitting at a 1-1 record, and they're looking to get win number 2 today, and what most are calling them the heavy favorites. I'm just going to agree with them on that side just off the talent alone, but you never know what happens until it happens. We've seen a lot of close upsets with our newer teams last season when OTEC was into the fold, but now we got Lake Geneva. They're looking to take advantage, get into the fold, and I think I'm ready to get this one kicked off in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and click into what we have here just so we can see the verdict for this game. Is going to be everyone in your mama leaning towards Mile High in this one, an 88% chance with the 1K Sims, and all of the developers here, they're saying that Mile High is going to take this dub some way, somehow. So all the settings are good to go. I'm ready to get this one kick started. If you're ready to get this kick started, let's go ahead and hit this play game button just like that, and we should be underway in just a little bit. But as you see on the ticker, we're doing the damn thing here. We got all of the various standings here, both on the CSFA and the USFA updated here. I'm going to be keeping that in track. We got the homie Lane Frost doing this thing on the forum as well, so we're keeping it up to date on all sides. And it's going to be a solid set here as we keep this one moving. It looks like it's going to be Mile High taking the first crack on offense to start this one off. Into all black. They're going blackout this time around. We're underway as Falco DeMacchio sends this one away to around the 15-yard line. It's going to be Jerry Riggs taking that one to the 30 to start this one off for Mile High. And we'll go over these rosters in a little bit. Let's flip this view so we can get the right way going for the collegiate set. Wes is looking for his first pass and is not going where he wants it to go to start it off. 2nd and 10. And I'll let the offenses get their fill on a little bit before we move straight into the what's the name, but looks like Mike is going to get a nice carry to give him some ground back after the misplay. 3rd and 4 here, and LGU has a chance to get off the field. Won't be surprised if they tried to run again. Give it to Mike. They're going to try the left side. It's all way free. A juke move. He's going to keep it moving inside LGU territory, and Mike is already doing his thing, keeping it at the 45-yard line. Good job there from him. He's looking to make an impact with his first set of starts in his career at the running back spot. He's been doing very well. if I do say so myself. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Mile High looking to get into the end zone to start this one off. West passing it again. Right side is going to be Fee 5-4 hitting the backfield. And he hit the ground with a thumb right there as Orlando took that man down at the 47-yard line. A long 3rd down coming up here. They're going to send the all-out Hail Mary, and it goes nowhere. Lake Geneva makes the stop. And they're going to be getting the ball back. A nice defensive set there from LGU. Slow him down. Almada sends this one to the sidelines there inside the 30. And now it's LGU's turn to get started. We'll go over this roster in a little bit, see what they can do. At the 28-yard line is where they're saying they're going to give it to Davis, and he's going to get sniped. It's going to be 2nd and 12 coming up here. Blaze Young with the stop. Loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to go for a 5 wide here. Passing the left side, wide open. Sean McGowan taking those yards back, but it's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Look for a pass left side, and almost picked off there. And I believe that was Jordan Vinny on the left side, but it's going to be 4th down coming up here. Mile High gets a quick stop on their own. I'll go 2 more drives here. I'll go 2 more drives or so. And then we'll go ahead and talk about these offenses. Angel Flugel almost taking that the distance there if you got past those 2 defenders. But pretty much starting up where they left off on that last drive is going to be 1st and 10. Mile High playing at home. Mike's going to get slowed down after a gain of 2. LGU looking to get off the field again. West passing it right side, going to be caught by Clementine down the sidelines, a spin move, and his foot hit the sidelines there as he was trying to turn back upfield, but they're going to be inside the 35 now. Getting close to the field goal range here for Almada. Handoff right side to Mike. He's going to get inside the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Five for 33 at the current moment. They're going to give carry number 6, and he's going to run straight into a defender. There goes Maki with the play. It's going to be 3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line. LGU with the chance to get off the field. Setting up with the pistol set. They're going to be passing out of it left side, and it's going to be deflected, and that's going to be 4th and 6 coming up. LGU gets the stop they need. And after this next drive here for LGU, we'll talk about these offenses. I'll start with Mile High. Almada sends this one to the left side and got pretty close there, but no dice at the end of the day. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for LGU. And while that's getting set up here, I'm going to go ahead and bring up these players for Mile High so I can get started with their offense when they come in. I might try to make this the fold here so I don't get messed up. But it's going to be 2nd and 7 here after that carry by Davis. Wilson passing right side is going to be incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd and 7. It's going to be hard for LGU to get separation from this beastly defensive set here for Mile High. It's going to be Wilson again, and it's going to be try to get that cut back there, but no dice there. It's going to be 4th and 7 coming up here. Mile High's getting this ball back. And we'll talk about this offense after they finish their return. Angel Flugel, Angel Food Cake, whatever you want to call them, down the sidelines to the 40. And Mile High starting out with some good field position. Let's talk about this offense. Quarterback James West, the uncapping quarterback going into the draft next year, along with his running mate. You see right there Mike doing his thing. HAWK is going to be Jerry Riggs, Damien Lewis, Tomlin Clementine, and Jalen Smith holding it down at the wide receiver spot for them. And it's going to be Usul Rusu at the tight end spot. And then for the kicker / punter, they got Jorge Almada doing his thing. So tossing it deep and incomplete there. I think they was trying to hit Usulu on that play, but LGU once again holding the fort down with that play. It's going to be 4th and 7 coming up. Almada sends this one away to around the 17-yard line or so. Juju Moore with the return, and that's going to be first and 10 coming up here. We're going to go ahead and talk about this defensive set here for Mile High. Hand off to Davis. Not finding too much room there, but it's going to be 2nd and 9. Linebackers for Mile High. Leon Butler, Calvin Thomas, Blaze Young, and Turd Ferguson. And then at the defensive back set, they're going to be passing almost picked off with defensive play there. But the defensive backs, they have Jordan Vinny, Bill Wilson, and Angel Flugel, a.k.a. Angel Food Cake, whatever you want to call him. So that's their lineup there, and Davis is going to get chopped down. It's going to be 4th and 9 coming up here. It's going to be set up for another set of downs for Lake Geneva. Sends this one away to around the 35-yard line or so. Angel Flugel looking for the beast return. He's not going to get it quite there, but a nice chop down by that tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 46. Hand off Mike. He's going to get to midfield and not too much further. 2nd and 7 coming up. And I'll go ahead and bring up the roster for Lake Geneva. And we'll talk about their offense when we get there. I'll go back to that point. It's going to be Mike again, bottled up that time. Santino with the tackle. Final 20 seconds in this first quarter. It's going to be the end of the first quarter right there. Good job there overall. We got ourselves a scoreless game to start this one off. Mile High looking for some momentum. Currently on offense, a 3rd and 7 set. He's going to get chopped down by Fletcher. Good job there. And Lake Geneva currently holding their own for their third game. Maybe they made some adjustments to their defense. But so far, it has been working. It's going to be sent inside the 20 there. And perfect time to talk about Lake Geneva's offense. They got Clifford Wilson. They got Jake Hale. They got Eric Davis. Well, Clifford Wilson at the quarterback spot. Jake Hale as they pass to the left side. And Sean McGowan's just doing his thing. Another catch there on the left side. Down to the 29-yard line. But quarterback Clifford Wilson. Running backs Jake Hale, Eric Davis. They're going to give it to Eric Davis again as he gets to the 6-yard line. But there's going to be wide receivers Lamar Jackson, Sean McGowan, CJ Wonder, and newcomer Matt Shepard. Shout out to Nazay, or that's how I believe his name is pronounced. But shout out to the new homie joining the league. He's going to be holding it down. 3rd and inches here. They're going to look for the conversion, and he's going to get it. Good job there from Lake Geneva keeping the drive alive at the 40. But let's see what else they have. They do not have a user tight end. Kicker / punter is going to be Falco DiMacchio. Left side. Caught by Sean McGowan out the side. He came out the woodworks with that one. But now LGU's on the move inside Mile High. Can we see something here today? It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 43 here. And they're going to fake the handoff under pressure. Had to throw that one away. Nice eyes there from Wilson. Had to do what he had to do to conserve the plays on their side. There's going to be 2nd and 10. We'll talk about this defense when we get to it, but not quite there yet. Wilson passing again right side. Caught by Victor Gracie, the tight end bot right there doing his thing. It's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 27. And now look at these Owls move a little bit. 1st down. Handoff, Davis. He's going to get hit in the backfield. Probably lost a half a yard or so. Shout out to Leon Butler with the play. And I believe this is in field goal range there for Falco. He's going to fake the handoff under pressure and sacked. Forget about that field goal range there. This is going to be definitely outside of it, but they can get it going if they can find a man. Faking the handoff here, left side, and incomplete. And that's going to be tough breaks there for LGU. Probably their best drive we've seen in a minute. And they're going to try here for about 50 yards or so for Falco. Going to send it. And just not quite enough power. But I think they would have had a shot if they was at the same line of scrimmage that there was before. Shout out to the homies at Mile High with the blitz. Kept them out of some points. It's going to be Mike with the carry. And the offsides penalty is going to move it up 5. 1st and 5 coming up. Let's talk about this defense for LGU. At the current moment, they have Green Mage at the linebacker spot. and they have a good amount of linebackers here. Handoff Mike again. He's going to find maybe two, but it's going to be Trey Martin, Dion LeClaire, Juju Moore, Sandor Balaz, and Deshaun Booker. They'll be highlighting the defensive back set there, passing the right side, caught by Sulu, a juke move, and he's running, and I think he's not going to get caught. Touchdown, Mile High Football Giants. That's how you do it right there. Good job there from Mile High getting down the field, and it's going to be a 60-yard play there to the tight end. You can't really miss that play. It's going to be no good from Almada, and it's going to set up a kickoff here coming soon for LGU. Done pretty good up to this point, holding Mile High out of the end zone, but one play is all it takes sometimes in the CSFA. That's why you got to keep on updating. Shout out to our school admins holding it down. It's going to be final 3 minutes 43 seconds in the first half. Once again, we'll go over these. We'll go over everything as soon as we get there, but we're not quite there yet. It's going to be Wilson passing this one. Left side is wide open. Davis, it looks like he got the first down, makes the first man miss, and they're trying to keep it moving here. This offense percolating a little bit this game. 5 for 11 at the current moment for Clifford. Wilson passing it again, looking right side and a little bit over the head of the receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Would like to see a couple passes towards their new guy, but that'll probably happen the more he updates. It's going to be left side and over the head of the receiver again. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. Fun fact here for the Owls here, their quarterback is the same as the user as their, They're same as the user that is the school administrator. So if the school administrator keeps on updating, the team is going to naturally get stronger as long as they have a good quarterback. So definitely not worried here. Left side and a beautiful punt there inside the 15. LGU with another chance to get him off the field, possibly even get some good field position if they could get another quick stop. Hand off to Mike, and he's going to take the inside crease there for about 4. .45 on the day. It's West passing it, middle of the field, and incomplete. And that's going to set up a 3rd down here for LGU's defense. Could help him get back into the fold at the current moment. 3 for 8, 72 yards for James West. And he's going to pass it again. It's going to be Mike up the middle of the field, and he just got destroyed. I'm not even going to lie to you, but it's going to be 1st and 10 here at the 33. Make sure I turned off that 2-minute warning, so it should be good to go. Yes, it is. Mike again with the carry. Nice blocking. Give him another 4 or so. Make it 3. Shout out to our homies that we are affiliated with. We got Goals, Great One Hockey Sim League. That's our Sim League affiliate on the hockey side. We also have a lot of big plays there from Damien Lewis. Just cut me up and shut what I was going to say off as soon as I was getting ready to go into the fold. Hey, give that man into the league. Damien Lewis with the touchdown, and Mile High's got a 2-score lead just like that. Extra point once again, no dice there for Almada. Gotta make sure you keep on updating those things. We'll chop down. But with the kicker side, I'm just going to keep on rambling a little bit. The kicker side is definitely a double-edged sword depending on like how you update. If you focus so much on power, you won't cook it wherever you want it to go. If you focus too much on accuracy, you won't be able to get it far enough. So there's a solid balance you want to find there. It's going to be McGowan with another catch there. 2nd and 2 coming up. Clifford Wilson trying to get some more plays going for the team. Hit as he throws and picked off is going to be Calvin Thomas. Once again, this defense is just coming after the quarterback, and that's going to get Mile High right back into field goal range and scoring range. That's going to be left side here. Clementine down the sidelines. I think it's another touchdown for them Giants. 3 touchdowns in a span of like 5 minutes or so. That is what he does. James West is just making it look too easy. The kick from Almada, he got it on the 3rd time. 3rd time is indeed the charm for Almada, and it's a 19-0 ball game just with the snap of a finger. And you gotta give LGU credit. outside of the big plays, they've been holding their own, but right now this passing game is looking a little too prolific. It's going to be Lamar Jackson taking that one to the 31-yard line or so. And LGU's back on offense again. Looking for some plays. It's going to be Wilson, right side, and off the hands of the receiver. I believe that was to the new homie, Matt Shepard, but no dice there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Wilson again. Looking left side, caught by Gracie, makes the first man miss again. It's going to get outside the 40, take that one to the 44-yard line. Wilson passing it again, right side's open, caught by Davis. First man misses, takes it out of bounds inside the 35, and it's going to be to the 33-yard line. Another chance for this LGU offense to get something moving. So far, the run game hasn't been very good for them, but the pass game has been finding a little bit of work there. Lamar Jackson with another catch as they called their second time out. LGU looking to put some sort of points on the board, give them something to think about as they head to the half. And it's going to be another pass here, left side, over the head just a little bit by the quarterback. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And I believe this is in Falco DiMacchio's range, so they definitely need to get something going here. They're going to send a blitz, doesn't get home, but Lamar Jackson going to run to the 5 and almost falls in. They're going to give it to him for the touchdown. Give it to Lake Geneva. There, them Owls flying high. 17 seconds in the second quarter there for the Owls. And they're going to get inside the end zone. Kick is up, kick is no good, but hey, you got yourself a touchdown there, homie Clifford, with what I believe is his first on the season, but I don't quite remember. I have to double check the statistics. It's going to be Falco DiMacchio taking this one up the left side. It's going to be Riggs looking for some nice blocking. He's going to get a little bit. Past the 30 they go. And LGU's not going to give up the fight. Solid job once again by LGU to get onto the end zone. It's going to be West under a little pressure. It's going to be Clementine just coming over and snagging it right at midfield, down at the 49-yard line. And here comes Mile High once again. Another play like that could put him in field goal range. They're going to go ahead and send them deep. And nice defense there from LGU. Keeping them away from that big play. Is going to be 4 seconds here. Checking the time for the video. 23 minutes, 22 seconds. You love to see it. West's going to send them deep again. And they're going to toss it. And almost picked off to close half number 1. 19-6 is your score at the current moment. And wow, let's go ahead and check into these stats real quick. 7 for 14, 209 on the day for James West, 3 TDs. And on the other side, 10 for 22 for 141, 1 TD, 1 interception. Solid job by these quarterbacks here. Let's check into the rest of these stats. Mike with 15 for 48 at the current moment, 3.2 yards a carry. Eric Davis on the other side, 8 for 13. Trying to do his best to get into the fold. It's going to be a wide receiver side. They got they got 3 different receivers here. Clementine got a touchdown, Lewis got a touchdown, and Asulu had a touchdown as well. And I believe they were all over 40 yards, so they were running down the field. Mike had a catch here for 1 for 17 as well. Good job. On the other side, you got Lamar Jackson, 2 for 33, had that touchdown. McGowan, 4 for 41. A couple drops there, and the tight end Gracie coming through. We'll check to see how the youngin did. We'll check to see Matt Shepard did as well. We'll do that real quick. Calvin Thomas, 3 tackles, 1 interception on the day for him. Angel Fugu with 3 tackles. Terry Ferguson a tackle and a sack. Blaze Young 4 tackles, and Bill Wilson with 1 tackle. On the other side, this is the bot. That is going to be Dion Leclerc with 3 tackles on the day, and I believe the rest are bots as well. No other user players there. So on the other side, let's see here, 30-31, very even in the total plays. The total yards though is on the side of Mile High, 257 to 148. 1 sack in favor of Mile High, and that interception as well in favor of Mile High. So we'll go ahead and check the player set just to see what the homie doing. If you got any target, I know he got a couple targets. Got to get a little bit. Nope, actually no. No targets at the current moment. Still got plenty of game though. Definitely need to keep on updating so we can get those targets up as well. So let's get into the fold. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like I always say, do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our affiliates. Like I said, we have a bulk of Discord and Sim League affiliates that you could join up and do the exact same thing. Show some love to the homies. But looks like LGU's back on offense, looking to make some moves here. Trying to get into the fold. It's going to be Wilson under a little pressure, but finds his man Gracie. He's going to use him as that security blanket. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming up. Eric Davis, he's going to get close to the first down mark, but not quite past it. Turd Ferguson was lurking. 3rd and inches. Hand off again to Davis. He's going to get that first down, keeping the chains moving. Go Owls, go. Under pressure, but finds a pass off, and I believe that was a drop to the right side. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Wilson once again looking for a man. Tossing deep right side. Caught by McGowan. I think he's going to take it the distance. LGU is on the move again, and they're going to put more points on the board as we move to a 7-point game. Wow. 5 for 102. Definitely a breakout game for both Wilson and McGowan. Definitely time for their offense to turn up. They're looking to get into the fold of the playoffs, and they're not going to give up easy. Here comes LGU down 6. We might, if this game keeps on going like this, we might have our first addition to the greatest hits of season 4. It's been a lot of dicey games there by one team and going up against another so far, but we still got plenty of games left. Make sure you like and subscribe. I think you should like the video just off of that play alone. Check out Mike. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. There goes Diego. 2nd and 10 coming up. West again under a little pressure, but finds Mike. He's going to get a gain of 4. And LGU with the chance to get off the field. 3rd and 8 coming up at the 38. 8 for 15 on the day for West. Passing a little bit more than we usually see him. And Mike's going to get sniped. No dice after that play. They will gain 1, but it's not enough. And now Lake Geneva has a chance to take the lead with the touchdown. Closing in on halfway through the 3rd quarter is going to be Juju Moore. He's probably going to get to the 24-yard line, and that's it. Here comes them Owls. Making the hand off. Actually handed off to Davis after a gain of 1. That's where they'll stand. 2nd and 9. Hand off Davis. He's going to get another few yards or so. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Going to need one of those dynamite passes there. We'll see Denzel Dynamite in the next game. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but they're going to keep it on the ground. He's going to get sniped by Blaze Young. No dice there. It's going to be 4th and 8. And while they go ahead and switch to, let's talk about game number 2 real quick. It's going to be the homies at OTech, Orlando Tech Wildcats taking on the Blue Lobsters of East Augusta. Cannot wait to see that one there. Didn't see that play there, but it was a nice return there by Angel Flugel. Taking that tool around the 48-yard line. They're in good field position. Let's see if they can take advantage. Mike taking this one for a gain of around 8 or so. 2nd and 2. Handoff. It's going to be Mike. He's going to get that first down. Barely, but he's going to get it. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're around 10 to 15 yards or so in regards to getting some solid field goal range. They're going to give it to Mike again. He's going to get around 3. Make that 4. 2nd and 6. LGU breaking their record for most points in the game. Caught by Clementine and getting sniped. Trey Martin with the tackle. I was telling the homie earlier, make sure you get those updates in. You'll be doing a lot better. 3rd and 7 coming up. It's going to be West passing it. Tossing it a wide open Damien Lewis for touchdown number 2 on the day for that man. Here goes Mile High bringing that lead back up to 2 possessions. Can't say that right. Bringing that lead to 2 possessions. Kick up from Almada is all good. Mile High back on top. 26-13. Got to give LGU some credit though. LGU's getting this ball back here. Around the 15-yard line or so. It's going to be Lamar Jackson taking that one up the middle of the field to around the 30-yard line to the 31. LGU back on offense. Maybe they could find the homie Sean McGowan again. Maybe that could be some of the work they've been missing. Handoff, faking, toss in the middle of the field. There goes Gracie, and he's running free to the 35-yard line. Look at Lake Geneva go. They are not giving in. You'll love to see it from our new squad. 1st and 10 coming up here. It's going to be a handoff to Davis. He's not going to quite get past the actually, no, he did get past 35. So, down to the 33-yard line they go. Handoff. No, it's a pitch, sorry, to Davis. He's going to make that 3rd down a lot closer. Here comes 3rd and 3. Making a handoff. Nice pickup on the block. Gracie with another catch. He's just doing everything that they need to do for him. 1st and 10, LGU inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. This offense is percolating. Pitch left side is going to be Davis down to the 10. LGU not giving in, that's for sure. 13-point ball game. Pitch right side, got a little room there. Davis down to the 2. Down to the 1-yard line as we hit the 3rd, and I think we can get some 4s in the chat for this game right here. Don't go anywhere. LGU 1 yard away from making this a 1-possession game. And they're giving up a lot of fight in this game. Left side and over the head of the receiver. It's going to be 2nd and goal. See right there, Lake Geneva putting up a masterful drive. And they're going to get pass left side, caught by McGowan, touchdown number 3. Is it number 3? No, it's number 2 on the day there for Sean McGowan. And look at that man on the other side just putting up a performance. Clifford Wilson with the beautiful game here. It's going to be LGU making this a 6-point ball game. Mile High, watch out. Lake Geneva said they ready. They said they took it personally when they seen that verdict earlier in the video, but it's going to be taking it to around the 29-yard line. And Mile High still has the offense to keep LGU out of reach for this game, but they cannot slack because LGU has some much needed momentum to make this a game. Mike is taking this to the right side too. Jukes is going to get him past the 1st down mark, a gain of 10. Now we get to really see what this LGU defense is made of. They gave up a good amount of big plays here, and they're going to give up a slightly bigger one right there, gain of around 13. 2 runs is all they needed to get close to midfield. Actually past midfield, I'm sorry. It's going to be another pitch here from Mike, and he's not going to get away that time. It's going to be 2nd and 8. West passing it again, left side. It's going to be Mike. He's not going to get the 1st down, so it's going to be a big 3rd down here from Lake Geneva. They could find a way to get the stop. They have a chance. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to get sniped immediately. Maki making this big stop. One taking him out of field goal range, and definitely keeping them off the field. 4th and 5. They got to send a punt team. And not the greatest of punts either. That is definitely not going to help the cause of Mile High. Lake Geneva, you got 7 minutes to do something. Let's see what you got. A 3 wideout set. They do have Gracie out there, the tight end. He's been putting in work. They're going to give it to Gracie there for a gain of 4. Gonna be Wilson again, left side. Tried dropping the bucket and picked off. It's gonna be Tillman the second. One of the bot players taking it away. And bad news there from LGU, but they still have a chance if they could get off the field really quick. Big play defensively. West passing this one. Looking right side. Caught by Usul. Another juke move. And just like the last play there, Usul's going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Tough breaks there from Lake Geneva, but they still have a chance. 2 touchdowns straight to the tight end. They both went for TDs. And kick up, kick good. Now it's going to be a game right here. Mile High currently up 13 once again. Taking away the momentum there of Lake Geneva. Real big plays here overall. We've seen a lot of pass touchdowns in this one. It's going to be Lamar Jackson again. Taking this one up the middle of the field. And you got to, once again, got to give Lake Geneva credit. If this was any other offense and they were slacking, could spell doom. It's going to be 1st and 10 here. It's going to be Wilson. Hit as he throws and almost picked off again. Luckily for Lake Geneva, the receiver was able to come over and try to give it a play. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. See right there, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Hand off to Davis. Got a little room. Make it 3rd and 7. Final 6 minutes of the 4th quarter. Check the clock for the video. 37 minutes. If you stuck by from the beginning, I appreciate you. Left side's open. McGowan once again is free down to 40. Can he get past that last one? No, he can't, but they do get inside the 30. Sean McGowan is having himself a day. Do we have the makings of a possible champion and the wide receiver of the year mark? It's going to be another catch by McGowan. He's taking it out of bounds, and they're feeding the man. He's got all the momentum, and at the current moment, Mile High does not have a way to slow him down. They're going to go for the set right here. They're going to pitch left side. Nice blocking initially, and he's going to get maybe 1 on the play. Blaze Young, the guy that made the tackle. Here comes 2nd and 9 here. They're going to look for a man left side. Gracie once again. He's going to get close to the 1st down mark, and they're going to go ahead and give it to him. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Speaking of 3, they got 3.5 left in his ball game. And Davis close. He's going to roll into the end zone for the touchdown. Legs. Oh, wow. I can't even speak right now. Lake Geneva putting on a show. They're not going to give up in this game, and now they're back to a 7-point game, make it 6. And Lake Geneva, 1 stop and 1 score away from the homies getting a possible tie and an upset. Actually, an upset and a tie if they could get the extra point after the touchdown. Then this game is definitely going to be crazy. Here comes 1st and 10. Once again, Mile High has the momentum. And I won't be surprised if they stick to the ground game on this, try to burn some clock, get the 1st downs, do what they need to do. They're going to try it, and he's going to get maybe 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. $89 yards on the day. Mike with probably one of his worst games so far. Past middle of the field is going to be getting around 6 or so. 3rd and 2. A big 3rd down on this one. And this is definitely going into the greatest hits now. It's going to be handoff. Mike, he does find a way. He's going to make 2 men miss, and he's just going to break the game. How do you do, sir? It's going to be 33 going to 39. Mike is going to get into the end zone for the football Giants. 2 minutes left in the 4th. It's going to be PAT up, PAT good. And they scored 40 points in this ball game with that play. And it's back to a 13-point deficit that LGU has to stare. Not a lot of time for them to get the ball into the end zone, get the ball back. But if they could find the one-hitter quitter, they're back into it. The final 2 minutes, 6 seconds in this one. Got to give them a lot of credit in this. Going to be Wilson, right side, and incomplete. It's going to say 2nd and 10. 18 for 35 on the day here. Wilson once again, right side, and Like the pass is a little off the mark there. Third down coming up. And this is definitely fourth down territory. They can't afford to give the ball back to Mile High in this one. Wilson left side. And once again, pass off the mark. Look like the wide receiver also went away from the football. It's going to be 4th and 10 here. 18 for 37. I'll be passing this again. Going to pass it. And it's going to be Shepard. Look at the new wide receiver do his thing in the clutch, keeping the drive alive there for LGU. Like he had a couple targets, and his first one goes for 20. Congrats on your first catch. And they're going to give it to CJ Wonder, moving down the sidelines and takes it out of bounds inside the 20. And they're closing in on trying to make this a 6-point game once again. It's going to be a 4-wide set here. Wilson passing it right side and incomplete. And I think if that receiver went straight to the football instead of cutting back, I think he would have been able to catch that. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Wilson passing again under pressure, but finds a man to throw it to, but not quite accurate with the pass. It's going to be 3rd down here. No field goals needed. 4 wide out again. Under quick pressure, had to throw that one away real quick. 4th down and 10. Last play potentially. He's going to have to throw it away. Unfortunate there was no one to go to, and the pressure up the middle just made that improbable to bear. It's going to be 1st and 10 on this one, and it looks like Mile High is going to have the chance to burn the clock. If they could get the first down, the juke move will get them around 5. And LGU is going to call their first timeout of the second half. LGU once again, big props in this ball game here. Another handoff. Mike is going to almost get the first down. I thought he was going to get it, but another big play there. LGU trying to give themselves another chance, and they probably could if they could get the stop. And it's not going to happen. And he's going to get outside the 30. And I think that's going to close the door in this ball game. But wow, give it up to your younger brothers in the CSFA here. Lake Geneva could not quite get the victory, but they surely showed plenty of life in this one. There's still some blood flowing within this team. Mile High, though, they were the more superior ball club in this one in regards to talent. So me personally, I'm not surprised, but got to give LGU a lot of credit. They did come out to play, and this is a great way to start out week number 3. And this is why you update Lake Geneva only 1 week into the season, and they're already making strides like this. We'll have to see how they look when they get to the next set, but let's talk about the third game that we have today. It's going to be CHP taking on Orange County State University. It's Bloodhounds versus Stallion football to close this one out. But let's talk about this game, man. Final score 40-27. A very respectable game on both sides. Both of them went their hearts out. And you see right there, James West showing his uncapped stripes there. 13 for 25 TDs, 309 yards, so a hell of a game. And even then, he still got outthrown by Clifford Wilson. Yeah, he did throw 2 times as many passes, but still, you know, yeah, that's still how it goes. The solid job there from Clifford. 20 for 43, 373, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. And you look at the score, maybe those interceptions hold a lot of weight, especially when they were trying to get their offense rolling. But we'll keep it moving here. Mike with 29 for 168, 1 TD, averaging 6 yards carry. But when you look at the tape, Mike was pretty bogged up until he had that big carry. So once again, shout out to Lake Geneva. Just like most of those big plays, they could not slow down. And that's going to come with just having talent that knows how to update and getting their updates right. So Eric Davis, 21 for 48, 1 TD. Both running backs had a touchdown. You love to see it. And on the receiving side, Mike had 4 for 31. Clementine, 4 for 70 and a touchdown. Damien Lewis, though, look at him step up. 2 catches, 103 yards, 2 TDs. We'll talk about how they did when we get to it. But on the other side, Sean McGowan coming out with that one, 8 catches, 155 yards, 2 TDs. The bot tight end chipping in with some nice plays there, 6 for 95. Lamar Jackson getting into his own with a nice play of 25 yards for the touchdown as well. Good job from them. Calvin Thomas with the interception a little bit earlier in the game with 8 tackles, a solid day. Blaze Young, 9 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Angel Flugel with 5 tackles, 2 deflected passes. Leon Butler with 5 tackles and a tackle for loss. On the other side, Deion LeClaire and Green Mage look to be the only users here. 4 tackles there, and Green Mage with 2 tackles and a deflected pass. On the team stats side, 65 to 53 in favor of Lake Geneva, and actually the total yards are pretty even, but it is in favor of Mile High, 474 to 415. On the other side is going to be 367 to 309. That's the passing yards, but Mile High had the rushing yards, and 2 turnovers there in favor of Mile High, 1 sack in favor of Mile High. And let's check into these player stats really fast. Lake Geneva will start us off. Already talked about them. But CJ Wonder had that nice play in the last drive there, 1 for 32. And Shepard also had the drive to get him that close. You remember he had that big play in like double coverage. He could do a lot more than that. Trust and believe me. Good job from the homies here. Going into... Actually, I said 238, and then 2 for 38. And then Lamar Jackson had that big play, so good job from them. On defense, let's talk about it. LeClaire with 4 tackles. Let's see, Kale had a few tackles. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Green Mage with 2 tackles. Trey Martin with 2 tackles, had that TFL. I remember that one. Juju Moore with 2 tackles, a deflected pass. And let's see if there's any other users here. Sandor Balaz with a tackle, and Shepard, you actually got a tackle as well, so good job. Let's see, return wise, only 2 for 7 on the punt return side, and on the other side, we got 7 for 101 for 14.5 for Lamar Jackson. Going into the kicking, had 5 opportunities, made 3 of them, and they were all extra points, and I believe that kick was just a little bit too far reach for Falco. And the other side, got to check the punt average, but solid job on the punting. I believe they had a nice pin or 2. And let's check into Mile High, man. Real good day there, 65%. Let me check the one for the other side, 47%. So he won the battle there. Going into that, already did it. And let's see, Lewis with 2 for 103. Masul Rooster with 2 for 109. Carmel Clementine 4 for 70. I don't know why they didn't show the homie here, because they were both beasting, both of them. Good job from them. Jalen Smith with one target, and looks like Jerry Riggs with 2 targets, and dropped one of them. So definitely got to get Jerry into the fold for sure. Make sure that he's all good to go. Get him some targets. That offense will take off. Going into the defense side thing, Blaze was 9. 4 tackles for loss. Calvin Thomas with 8, 1 interception. Leon Butler with 5, 1 tackle for loss. Benny with 5 tackles there. Good job from him. Angel Flugel with 5 tackles, 2 deflected pass. Turd Ferguson with 2 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. Good job from him. Tillman had that interception as well. Pretty clutch, I'm not going to lie, but he's just a bot, so we don't really care like that. Let's see here. Bill Wilson with 1 tackle. Good job. And try to see if there's anyone else. Nope, that's all of the users there. And on the return side, Angel Flugel with 14.3 on the return side. Jerry Riggs 15.6 on the kick return side. So good job from both of them, doing real good. Let's see, yeah, Jerry Riggs, sorry about that, got confused. And let's see, 7 total kicks here for Almada. Made 4 of them, so definitely need to get the accuracy up, hit that field goal, and definitely make sure those extra points go through. But outside of that, so let's see here. So they missed 3, 4, 5 points out of that side. So Almada here, gotta check the kicking stats as well. So we are all good to go with game numero uno. Let's go ahead and get into our second game. We will see at 6 p.m. EST or 3 p.m. PST, whichever one you're in. But we are going to get this one started with OTEC taking on EAU. in game number 2. And I'll go ahead and get set up for that in just a little bit. I'll see you in about 30 minutes or so. We'll go ahead and get you right.